What is apologetics? The simple version, it is the ability to defend the faith through systematic reasoned argumentation. The word apologetics is derived from the Greek word apologia, which means verbal defense. So if you can imagine presenting a case before a jury as to why you believe what you do, that is apologetics. And we are able to defend our faith as Christians when we understand and can interpret the scriptures correctly. And we call that hermeneutics. And hermeneutics is the ability to correctly interpret the text by using three specific methods, specifically analyzing the context, history, and language to uncover the intended meaning. So how do we do this? First, let's choose a scripture, one that I personally think that a lot of people misinterpret, and that's Hosea 4:6. And it reads, "My people are destroyed from a lack of knowledge. Because you have rejected knowledge, I also reject you as my priests. Because you have ignored the law of your God, I also will ignore your children." So let's stop there. And what most people do is they stop in two places. One, my people are destroyed from a lack of knowledge. And two, Hosea 4:6. But in order to correctly understand what the prophet Hosea was saying, we have to read the entire text, meaning the entire chapter. Because in the original text of the Bible, verses nor chapters exist. They were written continuously. So when you read the entire chapter, you'll recognize that God is speaking through Hosea about the lack of knowledge of God himself and their unfaithfulness to him because of their idol worship, not just knowledge for knowledge's sake. This form of hermeneutics is called exegesis, which is the process of drawing out meaning of a text for its original intent, which is the antithesis of eisegesis, where the reader imposes their own thoughts and meaning to the scripture. And most people have done this with Hosea 4:6. So the next time you hear this misinterpreted, remember this video. And also, a good rule of thumb is to allow scripture to interpret itself. Ecclesiastes 1:8 says, "For with much wisdom comes much sorrow. The more knowledge, the more grief, not the lack of it." If you like this content, follow for more. See you next time.